Good morning, welcome to a new day. Hello, my name's Kim, if you're new here, and I'm travelling with my husband Simon, and we're on a New England road trip. So this is our second day. We drove up to Meredith yesterday afternoon, as you'll have seen in the previous vlog, and we're staying at the Ballard House Inn in Meredith. So we've just been down for our breakfast. It was delicious. We had homemade lemon ricotta pancakes and bacon, which was absolutely lovely. Really enjoyed it. And I got a hot cup of tea, so I was even happier with that. So today, I think what we're going to do today is go around the lake, drive around the lake, and drop off if places on the way and just see what we come across as we're going round. Bernadette, the lady who runs the inn, she gives us a few recommendations of places to go, and I've got a few on my list as well. So we're just going to wait and see. So you can just come along with us and we'll just show you what we see as we're going round. So bye for now. Okay, we've got in the car now, so we've just left our B&B and we're heading down to Meredith first, which is only a mile away. So we're both struggling with our bearings and think we're going in the wrong direction when we're not really. There's another Harley Davidson. This is the third Harley Davidson thing we've seen since we've been here. It's obviously a bit more popular up here. When we were talking to the people at the breakfast table, there's been a mini bike meet on this weekend at Weirs Beach, which we'll come round to eventually, by the lake. So they'd been to that, they were just leaving today. And there's the marina and the lake. I knew it was along here. That's where the cruises go from as well. Yes. Right, so this is our first covered bridge. New Hampshire's known for its covered bridges. This is our first one. Squam River, it's on 1990.
It's been rebuilt.
Oh, it's been rebuilt in 1990. So we're going to try and pull up and get some photographs. Okay, so yeah, as I've just said, New Hampshire's known for its covered bridges. So we're just popping across a few as we come across them. I'm going to get some photographs and that. So this is our first one at Squam River, which is only about 15-20 minutes from where we were. It's right on the river, so we'll get some pictures of the river as well. But we're just going to go up to the bridge and have a little look. Okay, so this is the old bridge. They've obviously rebuilt it in 1990. I think some of them have actually got a description about them, but this one doesn't. And the wooden bridges were built to protect the bridge, the actual driving bit of the bridge, from the rain and the elements. So you have the wooden bridge here, which is one way, and then you have a little walking path at the side, and no jumping off the bridge. Our first one. And they all seem to be in the structure of like the crisscrosses. Wouldn't it lovely? Mind, there's a lot of spiders' webs, but I'll cope. And this is Squam Lake. Which is beautiful. Oh, here's a car. Oh God, oh, that's a car going across the wooden bridge. The waterway probably, oh, you can. Look how clear that water is down there. And it is so quiet. I love it that it's so quiet. You can obviously swim in it because there's a that's a diving platform there as well. beautiful. And just come down here. I see a little man-made beachy thing, but there's a little beach area there as well. There's the mountains and the trees in the background. So the fall foliage, obviously you can see it's still all green. There is yellow hue to some of them, and some reds, but it's still a bit early. I don't know whether you'll catch them ones there, the trees with the sort of oranges. But when they all turn, they're going to look fantastic. But what a lovely beach and a lovely lake. There's Simon down there. He's just taking some pictures of the bridge. And some little places on the right on some, I don't know whether they're just little cabins or people's houses. But, what a what a place. What a place. Okay, we're just coming through Ashland, which is the town. Well, it's a town. We're going up to the Smith Covered Bridge now, which is in the same area. We're just passing through the outskirts of Plymouth, so we're hitting all the hot spots of the UK here. This looks like a lovely area. There's a lot of shops and stuff. Looks quite nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like everywhere else in America, just strip mall.
The one thing that we found is there's about 20,000.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
There's about 20,000 Dunkin' Donuts on every corner. We've seen a Dunkin' Donuts. We've seen 10 times more Dunkin' Donuts than we've seen a McDonald's, haven't we? Yes, there's not been huge amounts of McDonald's, but hundreds of Dunkin' Donuts. Also,
turn
just
right.
While I'm got you on, the gas or the petrol is around about $3, give or take, or just under, just over. We're finding now when we were at the Almo garage, if we wanted to take it back empty, it was $6.96 a gallon, wasn't it? Yeah. On the sign. So obviously we said no anyway, but just bear that in mind that up here it's a good price. So as yet we haven't had to fill up, but I'll update you once we do fill up as to how much it is. So we're just approaching the Smith Covered Bridge in a few minutes, so I'll get back to you. Okay, and here we are at the Smith Covered Bridge. This is a pretty one. This is a 2-lane one by the looks of it. Oh, Simon's just pulling over here, so I'm going to take a little look. This one says 2001. It must have been rebuilt. I can't wait to get the older ones. So we'll get out and we'll have a look. Just while I'm walking up, the other thing we've seen hundreds of is, I can't do whether you can see it, cemeteries. I've never seen so many cemeteries. I mean, they're all beautiful, but there's cemeteries around every corner. Maybe it's to do with the age of the population, I don't know, but there is a lot of cemeteries. And churches, we've seen a lot of churches as well, little small cute ones. Anyway, let's make it up to this bridge and see what it's like. This one is called the Smith Millennium Bridge, 2001, so they've obviously had to rebuild it in memory of the end of the millennium. It's a lovely area, this. But it's so quiet. Okay, I can't give you any shots from on the bridge because it's too high. The sides, there's like a The river down there, there's not much water in it. Oh, I like to do it like that. There's not much water in it, I can't see. Oh, nice though. Be a good spot for the dogs, but this one's a lot bigger than that last Squam Bridge. Same style, obviously, but it's a lot higher, feels a lot sturdier, and Simon's just gone to get the car and park it over the other side because we've just pulled off, but there's parking over this side. So as you'll have seen from the sign, this bridge was originally built in 1796. This bottom underneath by the river, there's a free parking at the side and steps down here to the river. I mean, this would be a fab spot if you had it. We keep saying, well, it'd be great for the dogs. The dogs would love this. Simon's had a little walk along. This is the bridge further along, the river. So this is the river further along. It's beautiful. Trees over the floor. So you can't get the effect. I mean, I'm showing you on the camera, but I don't think you can really get the effect of how lovely it is. And it is so quiet. Okay, we're just coming down to the Blair Bridge, the Blair covered bridge. This is a one-stopper.
No footpath on this one.
Are you pulling in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a sign there as well. Okay, so we're here. Well, you must be able to go down by the river. Just show you the sign. This is Blair Bridge. Okay, so this is the Blair Bridge. $5 fine for riding or driving on this bridge faster than a walk. So very well controlled this. You've got to yield, single file, and we're on the Pemigewasset River. That's it there, Pemigewasset River. This crosses, so we'll just have a little wander along and have a look where Simon is. Simon's you must be able to go down, do you think?
Oh no.
This is the Pemigewasset River.
Yeah.
This one. Slightly bigger river than the last one we were beside. And you must be able to go down because there's a family parked across the road and I can hear the kids are screaming underneath, so you must be able to go down by the water. Lovely. It's a much quieter river for crossing though. You can see it's a long one. A long one this. And there's no side path to this one, so if you want to cross it, life in your hands coming across here. And we're at Bump Bridge, 1877. This is a single track one. It's lovely. This is a really short one. And here we go. So Simon thinks this is actually, they've put a metal roof on this one. It's a bit more of a sturdy structure. Again, there's no pavement, no walking path on this one.
There's no traffic.
No, but there's no traffic, yeah. There's also another couple of ladies there. It's like a mill pond. As it's silent again, it's silent. Love it. This gives me Borrowdale vibes.
Yeah.
Do you not think? Oh. That's a lovely little bridge, this. Okay, we've arrived at our next one. This is actually in a campground. There was a barrier at the entrance, but the chap there was so helpful, a young boy. Gave us a map and everything, told us where to get the best shots. And this one is called Turkey Jim's Bridge, 1883. It's lovely. It's a tiny little one, this. And it's not used, this one. So it's not a road bridge at all. And so there's no walking path on this one either. But it's lovely. They've obviously redone the base. And this looks like it's...
The original lights.
Oh, do you think?
Maybe.
Oh. And it's got a metal roof on this one as well. It's got a lovely river underneath. It's so quiet. It looks like it's an off-grid campground as well, and there's some big RVs here, but it looks like it's just off-grid. That's safe, isn't it? It's a woodpecker in the tree.
And zoomed enough.
Yeah.
You see there's another one on the tree behind as well. Same one.
Okay, so we're just coming back across the jungle gym. What's it called again?
Turkey Gym.
Turkey Gym. I keep going to jungle gyms. So Simon went underneath to the river just to climb across the rocks to get a photograph of underneath. And a little chip, while I was stood on the bank waiting, a little chipmunk jumped on the rock and watched Simon for a few minutes. He had my camera, so I wasn't able to get a picture of it. So I've seen another chipmunk, and then there's a couple of lovely black and white woodpeckers in the tree there just at the side. So Simon's managed to get a couple of pics of those as well. It is absolutely silent here. What a beautiful place to camp. There's just no sound at all.
Birds and tripping.
Birds in the water. Yeah, that's it. So this is called, he's actually given me a map. It's called Branch Brook Campground.
They've got facilities. It looks like there's a bar and restaurant up in the centre a bit there, but
Oh, is that the centre up
Yeah.
there, is it? Oh, it's quite big,
it's a
then, isn't it?
big campsite, but
So you can see
the actual camping spots are really
over there.
nice and quiet and secluded.
But you can just see it's just a sign. I mean, there's a couple of people who were saying with dogs, and we never heard any barking or anything. They just, but they've got big RVs. But it's lovely, very nice.
There's a pool of some description there on the plan as well. I don't know what the pool would be like, but there's all the rivers you could probably swim in.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a Sunday. You would think it might have been. We're past a couple of people leaving, but you thought it might have been busier with it being a Sunday. But it's very, very nice. So that was lovely. So we just got back in the car. What we're going to do is head up to Woodstock, I think, New Hampshire, just to try and see if we can get some lunch, and then make some plans from there. So we'll just see when we get to our next stop. So back in the car, we stopped off. We drove up to Woodstock, New Hampshire, but there was absolutely nothing there. It's just a little drive-through bit. No cafe. There was just nothing. It was just a residential area by the looks of things. So we drove back. When we were at one of the bridges, I was talking to a lady who worked in the restaurant across the road. So the lady recommended it called the Red School Cafe, which was a bit further down from this bridge. So we headed back there. It seemed to get good reviews on the Google. I had a look at it. So we just headed back down there to get something to eat there. It's a self-service, not a self-service. It's a counter service, but they've got seating. So it's like a tree house, isn't it? More like a tree house. So you can sit downstairs or upstairs, and they do have seats outside as well. But we sat upstairs, and it's open. It's covered, but it's open, overlooking the mountains. It was a beautiful view. We had a lovely seat, and then they just give you a buzzer, and then you go back to the counter when your food's ready. So I had the burger with a bacon maple jam. Simon got the fish and chips.
Yeah, fried. It was breadcrumb, but it had been fried.
So we've had a lovely just sit there looking at the view with all the trees and everything. It was really nice where we were sat. So we're now heading back down towards Meredith, but we're going to a place called Moultonborough. There's no more covered bridges in this section, so we're going to go to Moultonborough, and our lovely landlady at the B&B suggested the old village shop there, which is a big mustard building apparently, and they do all sorts, but she says it's a great shop, so we're going to have a little pub in there, see what that's like. So yeah, we will get back to you once we get there. I'm not going to film in the shop because I'm not a shop person anyway, but so we'll just have a little browse around. But if there's anything of interest, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'll catch up with you once we get there. Right, we're in the shop that I was telling you about. I'm not filming in here, but I just wanted you to see. This shop goes on for miles. It's room after room. It's just all nooks and crannies, and it is absolutely chock-a-block full with everything you can possibly think of. So it's unbelievable. Every time you think you're at the end, there's another little room to go into to look, but it's just got absolutely everything. I just wanted you to have a little look at what it's like. Hi, so we've stopped off at the old country store. Where am I in? There you go. The old country store, which is in Moultonborough. The landlady at our B&B recommended it. There's so many rooms you wouldn't believe. I mean, you saw from inside. They sell absolutely everything. So I'm just looking at the t-shirts. They sell absolutely everything. You could spend hours in there. They've got so much stuff. Really nice, and their till is like a really old-fashioned brass wheel handle to ring up the transaction. It's really, really lovely, very quaint, and very, very old. But they stock up absolutely everything. You know, you've got anything you can think of, they've got it in there. So yeah, we've had a nice time. So it's welcome to the Keller House. So come here for some ice cream. I believe it's a shop and they do chocolate as well, but we'll have a look when we get inside. I'll let you know. Looks nice from the outside. And it's so warm even though it's 4:30 at night. That's just the information there. At the Keller House. This is all the flavours you can get.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. It's your toppings if you want more than a Sunday on the toppings. Okay, so Simon has gone for a black raspberry.
Black raspberry and chocolate chip.
And chocolate chip, and then underneath he's got the coffee ice cream. It looks lovely. Hope you can pick it up on the camera. And I've got the cherry, maraschino cherry with chocolate chips in, which looks really nice as well. Okay, all done. So we've had our ice creams. Any thoughts, Simon? Simon had the black raspberry and the coffee.
They were both nice. The black raspberry, it was mild flavour, it was nice. The coffee was a lot stronger. And for us oldies who may have ever come across camp coffee in the UK, it tasted very like that.
I don't like coffee at all, and it was way too strong for me.
Yeah, it wasn't. I've had stronger coffee ice cream before, particularly in Florida. Okay, not better than average, but not the best I've ever had.
And I had the cherry with the chocolate chips. The chocolate chips weren't just little generic chocolate chips, they were broken up chocolate. So that was lovely. The cherry, when I first ate it, I said to Simon, I feel like this is strawberry. It didn't taste like cherry. Until it had like a bit of an aftertaste. Yeah, it had a bit of an aftertaste, so I was sure it was strawberry. Then the cherry kicked in, but it was pieces of maraschino cherry. So you could really taste it after a while. It was nice. I've had better. Simon says I've had better. So, yeah, probably 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 to 8 or 8 out of 10, I would say. But we did look in the shop because they're famous for their chocolate as well. But the chocolate, we had this little sample of the raspberry creams on the top, so we had a little taste of them, which were lovely. But the chocolate, there was no prices on anything in the chocolate section, and it was a big section, but there was just no prices. So Simon found the sale bit, and even then they were really expensive, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So, he picked up a box of chocolates, didn't you? At one point, how much was that one?
24 chocolates, and it was reduced to clearance for $25.
Yeah. No chocolate's that good. But I think Simon, I think they'd sell more if they had the prices on, even if they are expensive, but nobody would ask. You're going to assume it's really expensive. But they had some lovely flavours. They looked really nice, but no, just too expensive. So, yeah. So we've been, wouldn't go again, but we've been. I'm sure it tastes some nicer ice creams as we move around the States as well. So we're just heading back for a little rest now before we go out for some tea in a little while. So we'll catch you later. Okay, we're just in Giuseppe's now, which is in Meredith. Lovely little Italian restaurant, very busy. So this is just the menu, just to show you what's available. Just pause a page if you want them to see in a bit more detail, check the prices out. They also do make your own pizzas where you pay per topping. The price of the pizza's not too expensive actually. Or they do have gourmet ones, which you'll just see in the room. Show you. Yeah, there. What?
I should teach you how to do QR codes and then give you the links to them.
Very noisy in here, and they've got a guy singing live as well. Really nice. And it's as noisy as it sounds. It's just outside, that's the lake just outside. So we just ordered a garlic bread with cheese and some onion rings. I'm not particularly hungry, so I didn't fancy anything too big. Simon's got chicken in a baguette with the sauce over the top. Are you happy with the chicken? See inside, look at the inside of this. Look at all that chicken.